Let's talk about sounds during trance, what role they play and what they can be, and how to use them to deepen the trance state. So, the sounds can be, number 1, is extraneous. We are in the studio now, and it's pretty much quiet and comfortable. It's the perfect setting for putting on a trance. But there are times when you have a window open and you can hear the sound of the street. Or you have work going on in the next room, or people talking. Those are extraneous noises. In what ways do we use extraneous sounds? Extraneous sounds are good white noise for inducing trance. The most important thing for a person who enters trance for the first time, we have to give an explanation that right in trance when induced we say that all accompanying sounds, noise from the street, the sound of a passing car, conversation of people, that is, we comment on all sounds that we hear together with him, and explain that it is normal, and it contributes to a deeper immersion in trance and more comfortable relaxation. I mean, we've commented on everything that's going on. Again, hooked up with a human. When you tell a person what is obvious as it is, they relax even more. So latching on to ambient sounds is a good way to deepen a person's trance and trust you even more. Since what you're saying, here are people talking, he agrees to himself. Yes, there really are people talking. This man speaks the truth. So on little things like that, you are in his trust. So ambient sounds, make sure you comment on them. It will help you deepen your trance. The next ones are special sounds, such as the pendulum, like the running of the clock that hangs in your office. In the same way they can be used, their pace, here's a constant battle. It's the same way with all hypnotists, it contributes to a deeper guidance. The man came and went from the street, he didn't hear the clock running. But once you sit down, he still can't hear them. You talk about relaxing even more. Listen to the clock ticking on the wall. And only then, at that moment, does the person notice that, yes, indeed, there is a clock in the room, and it happens to be ticking. And he agrees with that. He listens to that rhythm. This rhythm, everything in rhythm, the pendulum, the clock, the rhythm allows man to lead. And when you pay attention to the clock strike at the beginning of the trance, it has a hypnotic effect on the person, relaxes them even more. Then we took him away, worked on him in a trance. And when you want to bring him out of his trance, you'll just as surely draw his attention to the clock. That sound louder. He only pays attention to the clock when you mention it. And so they tick all the time. But he only hears the ticking when you speak. And it fosters more trust, more relaxation. Next. Maybe you have some background music. Anything to induce trance. YouTube, contact, you name it. Just like that to induce a trance. It can be the sounds of nature, they too are comfortable, allow a person to relax. Or it could be some techno music that can put a person in a trance. If it's young people and the person is used to electronic music, it immediately serves as an instant trigger for them, they immediately relax. You can use instrumental music like this. The next sounds a person can hear are your voice. Your voice should be hypnotic, it should be calm, no fuss, not rushing anywhere. It should inspire confidence and really relax the person. So everything you say, make sure you use your voice to show intonation. Remember we had an exercise about inducing trance, where in the beginning we relaxed the person and pulled every word. And when we took a man out, we tried to cheer him up, give him energy. We told you that strength is coming back to you. Energy fills every cell in your body. That is, we speak louder, clearer, and more clearly. Voice control is a skill that can be practiced, for example, in acting or public speaking courses. If you are a good specialist, a good hypnotherapist, such courses will benefit you as a refresher course. Be sure to go, be sure to explore, be sure to try it out. It's a very good workout and a very good tool to control your voice. Well, another sounds are the sudden noises. For example, you're running a session and something falls from somewhere. There's some kind of popping going on outside. Or someone bursts out, the door opens. Something sudden happens in your trance. When a person is in a trance, it is their most vulnerable state. So your job, since he has now trusted you completely, is to pick up on that sound and make it sound normal again. For example, something slammed outside. You should insert your comment right away. Loud sound. Promote greater relaxation, or a sudden sound puts you in the most comfortable place on earth you've ever been. You change something bad, something negative into positive instantly. And the person immediately readjusts. He relaxes even more. For him, you explain that what happened was normal. That's the way it's supposed to be. So the person continues to be in a trance, and it is normal for them to be in a trance. The most important thing is that the picture he envisions there, it goes with that sound. So you need to know what he's watching right now, what pictures, what cartoons, so it's easier to tap into that. I always recommend having a therapist do this, but unfortunately almost no one does. Everyone sends their patient and they don't know where they are. And I recommend that you always be in the same place with him. For example, for such sudden cases including, yes, to support him in case of anything. In this video we looked at the role of sounds in the practice of psychotherapy, hypnosis, and how important it is to be able to control your voice and the environment around the session you are running. To a human being. Best wishes to all of your satisfied customers who come to you with gratitude and with problems solved with your tools.